Well, I am so excited. There's times when I just wake up and I just am thinking and dreaming about this competition. I'm very excited to be here.
To start the opening night of the ASC competition, all of the students gather for the doors to open.
One of the best that represents our construction industry. Thank you for being here and participating in this event. Give yourself a round of applause. Teaching, research, and service. Teaching, research, and service. Amen. Amen.
As the night begins, Sacramento State brings their expectations and energy to the beginning of the competition.
We've been practicing very hard, especially throughout this entire winter break. Been making sure that we pulled in all our weaknesses from last year. Been training hard. We're ready here to get first place this year.
We're really excited. We went up into our room, we prepped, we talked about our game plan, and we know how we're going to execute tomorrow, no matter what kind of problem they give us.
In preparation for the upcoming 2018 ASC competition, draft night is when the teams are chosen. Once chosen, the teams gather to get acquainted and discuss the upcoming schedule. The teams met to prep with their coaches regularly, to learn what knowledge the coaches could bring to their teams for their presentation.
Hardest part of this current practice is probably getting everyone to really finish their job. Doing the final bits and pieces of it to get the job actually complete is probably what we're struggling with the most.
Currently, we are doing a lot of practices. Typical practices, we actually segment them out into different things each week. Each meeting has its own specific topic. Today's topic, actually, we're going to be going through some previous problems and such, see what we did well, what we didn't do well.
We just had one of our presentations, and from 3 out of our 4 coaches, they told us we did great. But from us, we know just from the unity as a team and from our presentations, we're catching all of our little hiccups and we're working out all of these details. So practice is our #1 importance right now.
This is a very strong team. We as coaches probably did less this year than we have almost in any year up to this point because the students are so strong. They've taken the initiative and gone on their own. So I think they have a very strong team and a very good chance of winning this year.
Through this process, the coaches have guided us along, provided us with a template of kind of where to go and what to do as far as getting an estimate together for a project, something that'll get you by.
Well, we really want to be prepared for anything when we get out there, you know. We really like winning here at this school. It means a lot to us, makes our school look good, and it's fun to be out there.
The hardest part is just getting to vibe with everyone. We don't present with them on a regular basis, so we have to really come together as a team and learn about each other, who struggles with what, who's great at this, and realize those strengths and weaknesses and counteract each other.
We have to master everything we do. And more important in this competition, this is the first time Sac State is participating in the virtual design. So we need to learn everything, new programs, new softwares, new information, even though it might be the same directly from construction. But there's like tips where like Navisworks, we had to do models and classes. There's just more to it.
Part of this is we just want to see how you guys interact to see, all right, where are some rough spots that we probably need to buff out on the team, but also for us to say, okay, it seems like you're struggling with quantity takeoffs, or somebody's got a lead question, and we need to, go back and talk about that. So a lot of this is a learning experience for us, and it's also to sort of start with ratcheting up the pressure.
Day 2 of the competition goes in the books, and each team has submitted their problems for the next day. Now the teams prepare for presentation day with the work they completed for the judges' review.
The next 15 to 20 minutes today, we'll be talking about the challenges and risks that we're facing on this job.
As how to improve this, we've been tackling all our risks that come up and coming up with great plans to mitigate any risks involved, as well as coming up with ways to get back on track with our schedule.
I think
We did really solid. We're really happy with the binder we turned in last night, and we're very happy with the presentation we just turned in now. So we're feeling pretty good about it.
Us to proceed is going to be April 23rd of 2018. We're going to complete all of our major items of work by March 1st of 2019, and then complete the project by March 16th.
We ran into trouble with the excess quantity. I mean, there was around 25,000 cubic yards that were left out. And so we figured that that's where we're getting paid for in our roadway X item for the grindings.
All right, thank you everyone for being here today. We are the Sacramento State branch of Hansel Phelps. I'm Eric Brickler, the project manager.
Jeremy Miller, project estimator.
Scott Webb, scheduler.
Jose Reyes, superintendent. David Tan, project engineer.
Clinton Freed, project engineer.
So the project we're presenting to you today is the Lures Marriott Hotel in Phoenix, Arizona.
So I have some critical dates here for you. We have our notice to proceed on March 1st, 2018, our substantial completion on December 26, 2019, our final completion on January 24th, 2020, and our project duration coming in at 23 months.
They did put a lot of hard work in, and there were times when we weren't sure how things were going, and they always pick it up, and they always did a really good job the next time, and it all came together. They killed it.
What drives this team is their why. And their why is not about making money, it's not about profit. It's their purpose and it's their belief. And that is to truly make a difference in this industry by providing unwavering, excellent, and complete focus on their customers.
Really, our job is to provide value to your campus. So with a growing student body and expansion in mind, we were able to not only renovate your facilities, but create a facility that is going to provide your students with an elite learning experience.
Good job.
This is something I ran into on a previous project where I didn't have a line item at the bottom for closeout on the schedule of values, and it's usually something I think of, well, that's at the end of the project, not trying to put money there, right?
Good afternoon, Morley Executive Team. We are your Sacramento State Mixed Use Team.
In order to produce a perfect project, we need a perfect team. And when I say team, I'm not talking about the people you see in front of you here today. I'm talking about subcontractors as well.
So before we start any project, in the pre-construction phase, I put together a logistics plan. This helps us maintain safety, productivity, and quality.
Number one, we love sun. Number two, we love concrete. And number three, we're all just some kick-ass people building some cool shit.
I think overall we did well. It's always a struggle, you know. It's always a hard problem. And there's a lot of aspects to consider in the amount of time we're allotted. So I think overall though we did pretty well.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce Sac State's very first PDCT. All right, so for when we get this project, I wanted to keep into consideration the pre-construction. It's going to take some time, 255 days. And for that reason, it's because of all the documentation and the permit review, and also the concrete and elevated decks, which will take some time with all the formwork, cure time, and also removing all the formwork. These were the three main milestones that I just covered for the schedule.
The total cost that we developed for this project was a little under $65 million.
If we could, we'd always love to self-perform more. We had a very short amount of time to do this project, only a day. If we had more time, we would be able to identify more items that we could self-perform, especially because this is in our core market.
With Day 3 closing, the teams are all given the chance to listen to the judges on how they would do the problem. As the teams are given the example, the Sac State teams feel confident in their approach they used for their submissions.
Based off the other interviews we saw, I think we did pretty well for setting the standard and being the first people to present.
Though much anticipation is building for the teams, only tomorrow will tell how the teams did. The last day of the ASC competition begins with an opportunity for the students to network and connect with companies in attendance. The job fair brings over 100 companies to the competition, allowing the students to connect and submit a resume.
So the job fair is pretty strong. It gets bigger and bigger every year. A bunch of companies come out and we present and we talk about the industry and see at the end of the day if you want a job for a company.
The awards ceremony brings together the Sac State teams, coaches, and families to anxiously wait for the results.
welcome to this wonderful ceremony, and just great to see everyone here. Congratulations on getting to this point.
Third place goes to Cal State Sacramento.
And now in first place, Sacramento State.
I'm so excited right now. Our team worked really, really well the last month and a half, really put in time and effort into our project, and when we competed, we put in a lot of time in that, and I'm feeling like I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Second place, Sac State.
Our first place team harnessed a couple things. They found the bonus situation. They performed well all around in all of the technical aspects of the job. And what really pulled them ahead of the pack was they turned in a safety recognition plan that was of a professional caliber, something we would actually implement at our company. So Sac State.
There's nothing that explains how exciting it is to get these things. I mean, this is what we come here for, is ultimately to win, and we delivered this time. So,
A round of applause for Open Problem sponsors.
In second place, Team 14. And in first place, Team 19.
This year, Sac State took home a total of 6 awards. 4 teams placed and 2 individuals proudly accepted alternative problem trophies. This is another example of the talent of the students, contribution of the coaches, and insight that industry professionals brought along with Sacramento State. The driving force behind all the effort is the Sacramento Construction Management Education Foundation. We want to thank our SCMEF Board of Directors and the companies they represent. Thank you to all of our sponsors for the help and support and being involved in the 2018 ASC competition with Sacramento State.